Dear aspirant, welcome to Current Affair for UPSC by Zaki. Today we are going to discuss on the aerial mission of European Space Agency. What is aerial mission and what are the main component of the aerial mission and why this mission is unique mission. So let's start. Aerial Space Mission Officer. The European Space Agency (ESA) has formally adopted Ariel. It is the explorer that will study the nature, formation, and evolution of exoplanet. So, as of now, if we see the present data, approx more than 4,000 exoplanets is considered to be confirmed, while there are thousands of other candidate exoplanets that need further observation to say certain if they are exoplanet or no. So confirmation needed for these planets. So let's start. What is exoplanet? So our exoplanet, our nearest exoplanet. Which exoplanet is our nearest from Earth where we lie? So Pyroxima Centauri b is the closest exoplanet of the Earth, and it is about 4 light years away and inhabits the habitable zone of its star, means Pyroxima, which means that it could possibly have liquid water on the surface. You can see in this picture. That is Pyroxima Centauri and that is Pyroxima b planet. So if you know the various names of exoplanet like Kepler b and other b, why it is called b? B means the component of its star. It's Pyroxima. B means it's orbiting the Pyroxima star. So let's know about what is exoplanet. So these exoplanets which basically will be studied by the Ariel mission. So first we know what are these exoplanets. The planet that lie outside of our solar system and orbit around a star other than the sun, called exoplanet, and it is also called extrasolar planet. Exoplanet, or you can call it extrasolar planet. Further, exoplanets are not easily to detect, as you easily detect Mars, Venus, and other planets of our solar system. But exoplanets are very difficult to detect. So, because they are orbiting their star and less bright than their star. So ordinary or normal telescope cannot detect this type of exoplanet. So as per NASA, according to, if you see the NASA website, according to NASA, only a handful of exoplanets have been found using telescope and rest have been detected indirectly, not directly. So why do scientists study exoplanet? Why we need to study these type of exoplanet and spend billions of dollars or euro on it? So answer is the search of exoplanet is driven by the possibility of life exists beyond the Earth. And even if we not find life beyond the Earth, then we also understand the formation and the origin of the planet. it could be also increased by understanding about the formation of our planetary system. So, an answer will be revealed the detail about what human came from and where we go to headed in the future. So, it is very, very significant for the study exoplanet. Further, now we come to our main topic. What is Ariel space mission? So, what is the Ariel space mission? Basically, Ariel is the short form. Its full form is atmospheric remote sensing. It is A for atmospheric, remote sensing, infrared, I for infrared, and EX for exoplanet, and L means large sun. So, Ariel is basically atmospheric remote sensing infrared exoplanet large survey, which scientists are planning to launch in 2029. And it will be perform a large scale survey of our universe or our galaxy. So, and explore over a survey of about 1,000 approx. It's targeted by 1,000 exoplanet in a period of 4 years. In 4 years, they study about 1,000 of exoplanet. So, these 1,000 of exoplanet will be range. So, what type of this planet? It may be gaseous planet, it may be rocky planet. So, this mission combine all exoplanet features, compositions, what they providing and gas etc. And also about the system evolution of their planetary system. Further, basically main component of this aerial mission are measuring the chemical composition and thermal structure. So they can detect by thermal what the chemical composition of the star. Okay, if they have water, methane, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and so on. So Ariel is the first mission of its kind dedicated to the measuring chemical composition and thermal structure of hundreds of exoplanet. So see, it is a small animation. You can see how Ariel mission can be work or will be work in the future. So see this is scan the around whole sky, and it will be situated in the L2 orbit of the Earth. So you see, yeah, this is this. Because animation can clear you all about that. What are these missions? So see here, this ray come from the distant star, and they can detect and observe here. So let's move on. You can see like thermal radiation, and it is described by various colors of the spectrum. So you can see here. Further, after observation, it may be discovered like this type of blue planet filled with water. or a planetary system which will be made in the evolving such kind of the early earth, like the frequent lavas and etc. So it can maybe this type of exoplanet, you can see this. This may be find such type of rocky planet. And such type of gaseous planet. So like hot Jupiter, and such type of green planet which filled with methane or other thing of other gases. So this is the main things about the aerial mission. Basically, the aerial mission study the spectrum, like this type of spectrum, and these color will be depicted into the graphics, and after the analysis they can detect the various kind of gas like this, you see. See, if they detect water, ammonia, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, so that's all. So this mission is a very significant mission for the study of exoplanet. So let's uh, see the significance for the UPSC, basically preliminary point of view. So as it is the question of, so today's question for the UPSC. Consider the following statements. Kepler 452b is the closest exoplanet to the Earth, and it is 4 light years away and inhabit the habitable zone of its star. Number 1. Number 2 statement. Exoplanets are not easily to detect since they are much less bright than the star they orbit. Number 3. Ariel is the first mission to measuring the chemical composition and thermal structure of exoplanet. Which of the above statement are correct? Which of the above statements are correct? Number 1. A only, B 1 and 3, C 2 and 3, D all of the above. Please write your answer in the comment box, and please subscribe my channel for the rest of the video, because answer of this question you find our next video. So regarding my channel, you can also comment in my comment box, and also you can if you know something or willing to know what about the science and tech, ecology, environment and geography, you can ask the question. So you can directly ask me in the comment, or you can also follow my blog which is also called Current Affair for UPSC by Zaki. So regarding yesterday question, uh, the answer of the yesterday question is B, 1, 3 and 4. Why 1, 3 and 4? Because in this question we ask that which uh, above are the three major instrument basically included in the 30-meter telescope. So wide field X-ray spectrometer is wrong. It is, and fifth, radio waves. Radio waves and X-ray are not included in the telescope. So answer is 1, infrared imaging spectrometer, and 3, infrared multi-object spectrometer, and 4, wide field optical spectrometer. Means optical and infrared. It is not depend on X-ray or radio waves. So answer is B. Thanks for watching. Please share this video to your friends and colleagues, and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon. So hope we will meet in the next video. Thanks a lot.